Hang on guys, 1 second. Hey guys! So today I wanted to give a review of a new cooler that I have. It's by the brand Danby. See right here, it's got it on there. And it's really compact, which I like. It's really different. It's a beverage cooler. It's specifically for drinks, alcohol, wine, water, soda, you name it. Okay, so this costs about $195, but if you have Amazon Prime, there's free shipping and a 2-day guarantee on your shipping. So I ordered it maybe like 5 days ago, and I got it sent to me 3 days later, and it was a big, heavy package. I was surprised that it showed up so early, and I thought, okay, cool. So I opened up the box and brought it in and set it up. And the first thing I saw, or really liked, was the hinges. And so I like how the door opens. It's a big change. And so the hinge can move from side to side, so you can set it up whatever way is more convenient for you. So you could flip it, instead of having it vertical, have it horizontal. Which is really cool. So there's some other things I want to talk about with it. It's pretty cheap compared to other ones fridges that I was looking at. Around $300, $400, $500, $700. They're good quality and everything, but this one, it was a best buy for your money. About $200. $195, Okay. And they sent it to me really quickly, which was awesome. But I noticed that the box had been damaged a little bit. But there were 2 boxes inside of the box. It was a really big box. So the fridge was inside of the other boxes inside of the big box. Because the other boxes had the components of the fridge with the hinges you had to attach. One negative thing is that the book said that if you wanted to flip the door with the hinges, you have to wait about a half an hour before you can open the door again. I don't know if it's because of flipping it or technical problems with the hosing. You have to wait for the machine to regulate itself again. But it seems like waiting an hour to be safe, and if you wanted to move it. And I noticed that the side of it got really hot, so I wondered if there was maybe something wrong with it. Maybe it wasn't operating normally. I was starting to get worried if there was something wrong with my fridge. But I calmed down and I waited a day to see maybe what would happen. So the next day, it had cooled down and it was fine. So I think it's because of opening the fridge so many times. And then the temperature rose because of that. So now it's regulated its temperature better. So I waited till the next day to see how cool everything was. Hold on. And I really like the way what the frame is made out of. It shows that it's a better quality. It has a lock on the bottom of it as well. So I really like that. So if you have kids and you don't want them to get into your wine or alcohol, you can lock it and that'll be safe for them. It's a simple key lock I'll show you right here. So another negative thing that I noticed about the fridge when I set it up is there are some dents on the fridge. I think that probably is from the shipping, from the moving it around, but it's not. It doesn't. The machine runs fine. It didn't really damage that, but if you want something that's really nice, maybe think about either sending it back if it's dented or figuring out everything with Amazon. But I mean, like, I was fine with it. It's okay. So there are some negatives about this, and I went and looked at reviews online, and it said that if you open up the fridge, hold on, wait, let me back up. If you turn it off and on, opening it up, the light should turn on, or if you have a switch at the top, the light should come on. And you could have it be always on, or you could turn it off and have it come on only if you open it. So I tried to see if that worked, and it didn't. So I can have it always on or always off. So I think that maybe there's a problem on the bottom of the fridge that there isn't a sensor. But it's cheap, so I mean, you kind of have to either deal with the negatives or get the more expensive fridge. So if you want a beverage cooler to keep your drinks cold, let's see what the actual temperature is inside. So I really like cold beverages. I know that some people, it's not cold enough. They want it like almost frozen. So that's not the fridge for that. So it doesn't use a lot of power, so you're saving money on electricity. And it does keep your beverages cold, but just not as cold as some people prefer. So to review, it was dented in shipping. The automatic light does not work when you open the door. It has a lot more positives though, so when you weigh it out. So I feel like for 3 negatives and then a lot of positives, I feel like I'm satisfied with this for beverage cooler. And I'm not gonna worry about shipping it back to Amazon because of it being dented, but I'm really happy with this. And I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because it does have some negatives, but it does have a lot of positives. I think it's pretty good quality. I think that maybe they should test it a little bit more at the factory before shipping it out. And probably a lot of people get the beverages and they're satisfied with the cooler itself and don't ship it back. And when you compare the price to other things that I saw on Amazon, this is definitely the best thing to save some money for a freezer for just some drinks. Or a fridge where it has the freezer at the top of it, just like a small section of it has a freezer. I mean, I feel like this is just fine. This is the perfect batch for me. So I'll see you guys later. Oh, one more thing I wanted to tell you guys is that a good friend of mine, Ricky, I gave him a sign name just to let you know. He was really involved in the deaf community. So he makes some vlogs as well about his deaf experience and perspective in the world of hard of hearing deaf people and everything. And I want you all to look at his channel and support him and support the deaf community, and I feel like we should all just support each other. Thank you.